The Mars Rover 2020 mission is the next NASA rover going to Mars. We're launching July of this year, and it's the first leg of a Mars sample return mission. The whole goal of the Mars program was to follow the water, right? Follow the water on Mars. Was there ever water on Mars? So there's no water there right now, but in the past, when there was water there in this ancient lake, the chemicals and the minerals that we saw were ones that would have been habitable for life to potentially have formed in that time. And so that leads to the Mars 2020 rover, which is now the next step of that. We are going to go find those areas where there could have been some form of microbial life, and we're going to get samples, and then we're going to bring them back to Earth so that we can look at them in our labs, which are a lot more capable of finding evidence of different things than what we're able to land on the surface of Mars. And so our mission will collect those samples and we'll deposit those samples for a future mission, the Mars sample return mission, to bring back to Earth. One of our challenges was trying to make a largely heritage build-to-print rover do about 4 times as much science as the previous one. So we did that through autonomy. So we put another processor on. The rover has a much more capable algorithm to drive autonomously. We've gotten the remote sensing instruments to be able to find targets based on albedo, their brightness and things like that. So we put a lot of autonomy stuff into the rover, basically to try to help us be more operationally efficient. It's 100 million miles away. The one-way light time is at least 15 minutes. You can't joystick it. And so just coming up with the set of instructions you need to give to it every day and making sure that's safe and making sure it accomplishes what you want to do. They're just very complicated vehicles. You have 7 science instruments. We have a helicopter. This helicopter is to be very light and has a pretty large rotor span. It's going to do 5 test flights. The first one will just be a little bit off the ground, and then it'll send the data back to us. It has cameras on it, and so the idea is for future missions, you'd have a helicopter that could kind of go off on its own and scout ahead for the rover. The helicopter addition to this sort of family of orbiters, rovers, and then this mid-range reconnaissance would be great. This helicopter is the first step towards that.